Okay, so to start off, we're going to go through a very basic overview of the organ systems in the human body. And before we get there, we're going to talk about the levels of organization that make up the body. So our bodies are made up of well over 60 trillion cells. But it's important to remember that these individual cells don't work alone. They work in teams and groups to make up a larger organism, which is you. The human body is organized at different levels. Multicellular organisms, like humans, have 5 main levels of organization. Cell, a group of cells make tissues. A group of tissues makes an organ. A group of organs will make an organ system. And a number of organ systems together make an organism. And these range from the simplest form, which is the cell, to the more complex form, which is the organism. Cells are the basic structural and functional units of life, and these cells serve specific functions. There are skin cells, and skin cells form a protective waterproof layer on the body. There are nerve cells that transmit electrical impulses down the cell body, muscle cells that contract and allow movements, and also blood cells that carry oxygen to body tissues that require it. There are other types of cells. These are just examples. Tissues are when you have 2 or more cells that work together and perform a particular task. There are 4 main types of tissues. Epithelial tissues cover the body and also line internal cavities. Examples of these are called squamous and cuboidal. There are nerve cells. Nerve cells will receive and transmit nerve impulses. You have nerve cells in your spinal cord and in your brain. They also make up your nerves. Muscle cells that contract and relax to create movement. 3 different types of muscle cells. Those are smooth. We would find those in organs, striated, that you would find in your actual muscles, and cardiac, which you'd find in the heart. And finally, connective tissue. Connective tissue supports and protects internal organs. And examples of connective tissue are cartilage, bone, and blood. Next up, we have organs. Organs are when you have 2 or more tissues that work together to form a particular task. There are approximately 79 organs in the human body. Some examples would be the skin. The skin is actually the body's largest organ, and it covers and protects the body. The brain is an organ that's made of neurons. It's also made of other types of cells that are the center for every major function of the body. The heart is a muscular organ that will pump blood and oxygen around the body. And finally, your lungs are a hollow organ that allows for gas exchange within the environment. Next up is organ systems. Organ systems is when you have organs that work together as a team. Specifically, 2 or more different organs working together to perform a different task. And there are actually 11 different organ systems within the body. So let's go through a quick example here. Remember, we start at cells. So here we have cardiac muscle cell. That's 1 cell. And a group of cardiac muscle cells together will make up cardiac muscle tissue. A group of cardiac muscle tissues together will make up the heart. And the heart is part of a larger system called the circulatory system that you would find in an organism. The 11 organ systems in the human body are the circulatory system, the digestive system, the endocrine system, the excretory system, the immune system, the lymphatic system, muscular system, nervous system, skeletal system, reproductive system, and the respiratory system. And we are going to hit on many of these systems along this course. But first, I'm going to give you just a broad overview of these systems, starting with the circulatory system. The main function of the circulatory system is to move blood, oxygen, and other nutrients, and also carbon dioxide and hormones around the body. The main organs that make up the circulatory system are heart, blood, arteries, veins, and capillaries. Next up is the digestive system. The digestive system is a series of connected organs that allow the body to break down and absorb food and also remove waste. The major organs of the digestive system are the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small and large intestines, rectum, and anus. The endocrine system is next. The endocrine system is a collection of glands that secrete hormones into the blood and regulate bodily functions such as growth and metabolism. The major organs that you would find in the endocrine system are the pituitary gland, pineal gland, thyroid gland, pancreas, adrenal glands, and also the ovaries and/or testes. The excretory system produces and eliminates a waste product called urea, which is produced when certain foods are broken down. Main organs of the excretory system are the kidney, urinary bladder, and urethra. And the immune system, the main function here is the body's defense system against pathogens, including bacteria, viruses, protozoa, and others. Making up the immune system, you have white blood cells, the thymus, spleen, bone marrow, and lymph nodes. The lymphatic system's major function is to make and move lymph, which is a clear fluid that contains white blood cells that help protect against infection. Major organs associated with the lymphatic system are the lymph nodes, lymph ducts, and lymph vessels. The muscular system contains over 650 different muscles that aid in movement, blood flow, and other bodily function. Here we have skeletal muscles, smooth muscles, and also the cardiac muscles that you find in the heart. The nervous system, its main function is to send signals through the body. It controls both voluntary actions, those are the ones that you do intentionally, and also involuntary actions such as breathing. The major organs of the nervous system are the brain, spinal cord, and nerves. The skeletal system, which provides shape, support, and protection for the body. It allows for movement and also produces red blood cells. The major organs of the skeletal system are bones, tendons, ligaments, cartilage, and also bone marrow. And also the reproductive system, which allows for reproduction. Males produces sperm cells, females produces egg cells, which we call ova. Major organs here are the testes, penis, ovaries, uterus, and vagina. Finally, the respiratory system allows humans to take in oxygen from the air and also expel carbon dioxide and water vapor. And the major organs that are found in the respiratory system are lungs, diaphragm, and trachea. Like I said, that was just a very basic introduction to the body systems, and most of which we will be talking about throughout this course.